through with this. I'm gonna put it all together. I'm gonna compile it. I'm gonna compile everything from about consistency, distractions, and how to endure. And if you remember, in week 1, we started with consistency, and we gotta remember that consistency, what consistency really means. Consistency means to follow through with the task. Don't ignore the reminders or the notifications that you have set in your phone. Don't ignore those things. Don't ignore the note that you made to remind you to get this done. Don't ignore the prayer that you sent to help give you strength, to be encouraged, to remind you to do what you have to do to stay on your path. You have to the only way you're going to get progress is to be consistent. But if you don't be consistent, you will be stagnant. And being stagnant is something that won't get anything done. So we got to remember that being consistency, having consistency, I should say, that having consistency really is the key to life, because a lot of us suffer from not being consistent. We suffer from it a lot. Most of our consistency in life becomes inconsistent because of distractions. You know, and we allow distractions to hinder the process. We allow distractions to hinder the process of our consistency. And let's look at what a distraction, really is. A distraction is something that hinders the process of getting things done. A distraction, it also prevents someone from giving full attention to something. It also can lead to extreme agitation of the mind and the emotions. And it took me to a scripture in the book of Proverbs. It was Proverbs chapter 4, verses 25 and 26. And Proverbs chapter 4, verse 25 and 26 it's a powerful proverb, especially for this topic, because it's telling us to keep our eyes straight. Don't stray away to the left. Don't stray away to the right. Keep our eyes straight and on the path. And when we do that, we won't veer off to distractions. And when we do that, we will be consistent and we will reach our goal. So that Proverbs 4:25, I'm going to read it to you from my scriptures. I want you to hear it, how I first came across it. And it reads like this. Verse 25 reads, "Let your eyes look forward and your eyelids look straight before you." Verse 26. "Consider the path of your feet, and all your ways are established. Do not turn to the right or the left. Turn your foot away from evil." So, to keep your eyes in front of you, stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Stay focused on the prize. Stay focused on the path of righteousness. Don't let distractions come in, because that distraction is like when that scripture said, don't turn to the right or to the left. Why not? That's what some of you might ask. Why not turn to the right or to the left? Because the right is, let's do this. And we're going to go back to what we're supposed to do later. Distraction. To the left. Wow, that TV show is on. I'm going to watch this TV show, and then later on I'm going to get back to what I'm supposed to be doing. Or the other distractions. Let's get more serious. You got a goal set. You're working towards a goal. Well, family member got a problem. Yeah, it's fine to help a family member, but we can't let that problem overtake and consume us to stop us from getting to the goal. We got to stay on the path. We got to stay looking forward. We can't allow that to happen. You got the job. You trying to be a great worker. You trying to get things done. But you got other co-workers who like relax, kind of chill, Like, man, they don't pay us enough for all that. And you get caught up in all that drama. Distraction. Then the biggest distractor of all is yourself. When you know you have something to get done and you just don't do it. I'm tired. I don't feel like getting up. I don't feel like doing that today. I'm going to start this. I'm going to start this new project and I'm going to get back to that. Because somebody said, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Well, if you never get one egg in the basket, how you going to get the basket with 12 eggs in it and get all that done too? You just can't do it. Some people can multitask. That's cool. I'm not going to say you can't. That's the wrong word. Some people could multitask and get it done. But most people, it's hard enough just to get one thing done. One thing. More or less 5. So we got to remember that distractions will kick you off the path. But you have to endure that. You have to endure everything that you're going through. You have to endure. You have to endure to the point where you cannot allow the distractions to consume you. If you don't do that, no progress, no goal reached. Everything is just put off. So I want to look at how to endure. And how to endure is very important, because when you endure all the distractions of life to reach your goals you have set, the distraction will not hinder your progress. When you take every punch, every blow, when you take every push to the left, every push to the right, every person saying you can't do it, every person saying that you won't do it, when you go through all of that and still reach the goal by keeping your eye on the path, keeping your eye on the prize, when you do that, you will get the result you wanted. When you do that, you will accomplish something. When you do that, you will be victorious. Plain and simple, you will be victorious. So let's look at what endure. Let's look at what endure means before I even go on anymore. To endure is to suffer patiently, remain in existence, to last, to live through it. But to endure also means to continue in the state that you are in and remain firm under suffering or misfortune without yielding, without quitting. So let's look at that one more time. One more time. Endure is to suffer patiently, to remain in existence, to last, to live through it. But to endure also means you have to continue in the state that you are in and remain firm under suffering, under misfortune, without yielding. Just like I just told you before, you gotta remain focused on the prize. Remain in the state that you are in. Remain in that state that you are in, even through misfortune, even through your suffering, even through every person that told you no. You have to stay with it. So you must sustain through every distraction that can cause us to stay to the left or cause you to stray to the right. You have to do it. And we're going to go to Matthew 24:13, and it reads, "But he that shall endure to the end, this same shall be saved." Let's look at this. Let's look at this a little deeper though, because I'm taking it to the Bible because it's solid. But I'm using this to show you, even the Messiah, even the Christ, he shows you how if you don't endure through things, you won't reach the goal. And in this particular scripture, the goal is salvation. That's what this is talking about. But I'm going to read it to you. I just want you to see it for yourself. And that's in Matthew 24. And I'm going to start it at verse 4. Just listen. "And Jesus answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. and you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, pestilence, earthquakes in divers places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Then shall they deliver you up to afflicted, and shall kill you, and you shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall rise, and shall deceive many. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. So look at what's going on. Look at what the Messiah said. First, distractions. Many will deceive you. You're going to be fooled by many. That's a distraction. Because if you get deceived, you won't. If you get tricked, if you fall for the falsehood, you won't stay on the right path. Then it says, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. So you're going to have a lot of people come. In this situation, he talk about false prophets, people that's going to come and say that they're the Christ, and they're really not. They're going to deceive many. And then you can apply that still, even with what we're doing right now, that many people around you going to be like, yeah, man, you can do it. Go ahead. You're a strong brother. You can do it. You can get this done. Or, man, you can start this business. Man, I think you got the heart. And they could just be bucking you. They could just be saying that just to get the kicks. You know, they can just be saying that just so that you can, like, get this puffed up head. They thinking they puffing you up. And if you let it get to your head, if you don't see through the illusion that they're giving you, you will get distracted and you will get thrown off course. And then it that same track of scripture I just read, it said that you must endure unto the end. And that end is the end of this world as we know, life. You must endure all things unto the end. And also you can apply it in your goal that you're trying to reach. If you don't endure everything that you got in front of you, and everything that's coming at you from the back that you don't see, if you don't continue in the state that you are in and remain firm under suffering or misfortune without yielding, without quitting, if you don't do that, you will never reach the goal. You will never hit your mark. Ones who are believers, if you don't let these people come and deceive you and say that they are the Messiah, you can reach your goal. If you don't allow the things of the world, the rumors of war, if you don't allow the distractions from watching each nation rise against each nation, if you don't allow pestilence, famines, the earthquakes in diverse places, right now, coronavirus, you can't allow any of these things to stop you from reaching your goal and staying on the path of righteousness. You just can't do it. But you just got to remember, I'm going to back it up. We must stay consistent in our journey. We must stay consistent in our walk. We must not let distractions hinder the process. We must remain in the state that we are in. That means stay focused on what we're doing. Don't stray away from the path. Don't turn to the right. Don't turn to the left. Or don't turn to the left. Don't turn to the right. Anyway, don't stray away from what you got going on in your life. Stay focused on what you have going on. It says go in the direction of your feet. Your feet are going forward. They either don't turn right or to the left. Turn your foot away from evil. Turn your foot away from evil. And evil is not just saying like Nah, I'm not even gonna go there. Turn your foot away from evil. Turn your foot away from anything that's against the Most High. Turn your feet away from anything that's against your goal. Keep it on the path. It's on the path of righteousness and on the path to your goal. That's what we ought to do. Don't stray away. And I think that can actually sum up these past 3 weeks what I've been talking about. And you can go back on my Twitter, you can go back on my YouTube channel, and you can go back and watch all 3 videos in a row till you get to this one. And it just sums it all up. Just remember, you must endure all things to the end. You can't stray away to the right or the left. As in what Proverbs saying, keep your eyes focused on the goal. If you do that, you will remain consistent in everything you do. You will go against the grain. You will beat the odds. You will finish. You will hit your goal. That's what you will do. You will hit your goal. So just remember that. Stay consistent. Endure. Don't let distractions come in. Thank everybody for following and hitting like and sharing my videos. And thank everybody for just taking the time out their day to support us, the family. And I say the family meaning the people who are around you that love you, where you can take these lessons, you can take these things that I'm telling you, you can apply them, and you become a light to somebody because your actions are the light. People watch everything you do. You might not believe it, but people watch. Kids watch. Strangers watch. Co-workers watch. Other family members watch. Everybody wants to see what's going on. And when you become a light, it just stands out. And when you stand out, to some, they see it as a positive, like, wow, it's motivation. I can do this. He did it. She did it. We did it. To others, oh, they think they all that. Oh, man, that's a bunch of crap. You know, it just turns to negativity. Like, they always think they can do stuff more than everybody else. You know, people think like that. They got some weird people in the world who will see you being a light to the blind. See you being a light to the dumb. See you being a light to the person who just need that one extra nudge to make it over the hump and get something done and accomplished. Some people see those things negative, like you more than them or something, and you can't let that hinder you. Stay doing what you're doing. Stay being a light, and always remember to smile. I always tell everybody at the end of every one of my videos, remember to smile, because some people might see that smile. That one smile can change their entire life, that entire day. And your actions is your light. And your actions could allow that one little guy who's sitting off, don't know what he want to do in life, he'd look up and see what you're doing. And it can motivate him enough to get something done. So I love y'all, and stay with your mind on the prize. Don't stray away to the right or the left. Stay consistent. Endure it all. Talk to y'all later. This is Brother Samson. # love yourself.